Hello and welcome to That's a Rat. My name is Anthony Gentry, and joining me today,
Austin Jameson, hello.
hello, we have a big episode
Yes, we
for you
do.
guys today. Part 2
Yeah.
of our The Batman review.
Yes, I'm very
Emphasis
excited.
on the.
True.
Yeah.
Yes. That is a good clarification
Yes.
to make.
We are going to go spoilers on this.
Yes.
Not at first. We're gonna give like our thoughts.
Yeah,
I
we're-
reviewed this last week. So I guess it'll mainly be Austin
Yeah.
giving his like non-spoiler thoughts at first, and then we'll let everyone know. But then we'll pivot to full spoilers,
Yes.
just so you guys know. We don't want anyone to be spoiled on this.
Mhm.
that
If you've
hasn't seen
listened to our Spider-Man episode, it's going to be pretty similar
it.
to
Yeah,
that.
it'll be like that. If you want
Um,
like completely non-spoilers, go check out last week's episode. It was fully non-spoiler. Went
Yes.
very like in depth on
We
the
also
Batman
talked
thoughts.
a little about Medea's.
We did.
Medea Homecoming.
Yeah. If you want to know what our thoughts were on that.
Yes. That is the reason this is a part 1 and part 2 because we didn't really
No,
quite watch
no.
I didn't finish the movie. But
I
anyways,
did.
yeah, you did. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Um
It's just some miscommunication, but
yeah.
anyway, before we go into that,
Yes.
we have two things we're going to talk about first. I guess I can talk about my thing first.
Yes.
So, a few days ago, I started the show called The After Party. For anyone who doesn't know, it's on Apple TV Plus, and it is kind of this murder mystery show, but each episode is like through a different kind of film genre of how the suspect like saw the night.
Mhm.
So like the first
Okay.
episode is kind of like a rom-com,
Mhm.
but then the second episode, the way like the suspect goes through it, he like acts like it's an action movie like Fast and Furious,
Cool.
and he's the like big action star trying to save his family. And so
my
on and so
goodness.
forth. There's like an animated episode.
Weird.
Yeah, like one of the first ones you see is like this woman recounts it as like a film noir art film.
Does the plot stay the same in each one, or does it shift around in accordance to the perspective?
It does shift according to the perspective. So
Okay.
like, say in the rom-com episode,
Mhm.
there's like a love triangle of this guy, like the main guy, wanting. It's all about all these people coming together to their high school reunion,
Okay.
and then afterwards they go to the after party,
Right.
and then someone dies, and they're all suspects. So in the rom-com episode, it's this guy going to the high school reunion, and he wants to get together with this like the one who got away.
Okay.
But also there is her ex-husband, who is also like an alumni.
Gotcha.
And so they do this whole car chase. And from his perspective,
Mhm.
it's because the ex-husband like is trying to kill him or something.
Right.
Because, oh yeah, how dare you try to get with my ex-wife?
Yeah.
But then the very next episode is from his perspective.
Mhm.
And the only reason he was chasing him down was because he accidentally had his daughter's like koala like stuffed animal,
Yeah.
and she was like, "I need it or else I can't sleep." And he's like, "Okay, I'll get it for you, baby girl." And like
Yeah.
it's like an action movie,
Cool.
so like it does kind of shift like that,
Mhm.
and then it is this whole mystery. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
There's some up and down episodes, but it's worth a watch.
What does the cast look like? How's
So you got Ben Schwartz.
Oh,
Sonic fame.
snap. Okay.
Yeah, you
Of
get
Parks and Rec fame, bro.
Yeah, but mainly Sonic. Come on, he's Sonic.
I
Okay.
guess.
No,
I guess
it's Parks and Rec.
Mhm.
You get Tiffany Haddish as the main detective.
Okay.
You get Ike Barinholtz. You get Sam Richardson. Let me see what else. Dave Franco is in this.
Can't see the faces.
Lena Glazer, John Early, Zoe Chow.
Okay.
Yeah. There's this one character whose name is Walt.
Okay.
And he is it's so funny because he is no one ever remembers him.
Mhm.
And so like you go
Okay.
to the reunion and he's like, "Hey, like hey Sam." And they're like, "Hey bud." And Walt's like, "What's my name?" Just straight out.
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't know."
It's
And
Jerry.
even throughout the entire night when they keep going back to him, they're like, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
Cool. That's funny.
It's a funny show. It's from the people who made 21, 22 Jump Street,
Okay.
Lego Movie,
Ooh.
those kinds of movies.
Well,
yeah, it's a good show.
fair enough.
Go check it out.
That does sound really interesting. All right.
So
And we transition to
1 hour ago,
yeah, true. It was like hot on it.
we got a new trailer
Yes, we did.
for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes, I can't put into words. It was very good.
It was so good.
They open with like I don't understand how trailers work nowadays in terms of like it feels like how posters got turned into the like posters they are today.
Yeah.
Where it's like faces and it's like 80% just contracts and like here's where the face needs to appear, here's the order and the hierarchy of the names. Now it kind of feels like it's happening with trailers where it's less of like building hype and more of like or like the format of it. Anyways, that was a weird tangent. The beginning though is like before the trailers nowadays you have that like weird like 5-second segment where it shows you a bunch of clips really quickly and then yeah, exactly, right, you get it.
I did not see that when I saw the trailer.
It wasn't like trailer starts now, but it still had that kind of like fast clip show. But you get immediate Battle of the Heroes remix.
You do. Also, this is right after episode 3.
Yes.
Maybe a few years, who knows? But it follows like Obi-Wan watching over young Luke.
I believe this, if the comment I saw was correct, this takes place in 9 BBY, and New Hope
Before
begins
Baby Yoda.
in... Did you just come up with that?
Yeah, I did.
You proud of yourself?
I am. 9 years before Baby
No,
Yoda.
because that would have been probably before this. This is Battle before, or the Battle of Yavin, I believe. Before Battle of before.
Anyway.
Anyways,
But it's
it's a 7 years before New Hope, I believe.
Only 7 years?
He's a little kid.
I guess. I thought he looked like.
Did you see
9.
Luke hit the whip?
I didn't.
Anyways, gosh, I can't put into words. I'm very excited.
And we got Inquisitors.
Yeah, you got all of the Inquisitors.
Yeah.
I thought we were. I'm sorry, I might have peeked the mic there. You got like. I thought we were just gonna. I know I saw a rumor about Grand Inquisitor getting cast into a person role, and then I assumed there was gonna be like some like just basic Inquisitor or something that like kind of works with them.
Yeah.
You got the guy from Rebels. You got I didn't recognize I don't remember their names. I watched Rebels a long time ago.
I still haven't seen it like those animated shows. I really need to.
God.
Well, my whole thing is that I want to watch in chronological order, and then it just got so confusing going from like season 1, episode 2 to like season 2 to
It's rough.
back to season 1.
It's rough. I agree.
So it was just very confusing, and then other stuff came out, and I watched that.
That's definitely like the hardest part. My biggest mistake when watching Clone Wars was I didn't watch the movie. I went straight into the show. So I did not get Ahsoka's introduction, and she was just kind of there, and so like suddenly like snips and all the nicknames and the like callbacks to the movie are void to me, and I regret that so much. But it's definitely like super duper awkward. Heck, you can't even watch. There's 2 episodes that come before the movie that you have to watch.
But anyway, the Obi-Wan show.
Yes.
This looks so good.
It really does.
I love that. It's weird because we didn't see a lot of Obi-Wan in this trailer. It was mainly like seeing, we're gonna finally go past Tatooine.
Yeah.
Go into other worlds.
I was curious what they were gonna do. Like,
yeah,
because it has just been on Tatooine for as long as we know.
I mean,
so
unless
adding
he just
these elements,
watched Luke and then left, and then came
he
back.
just kind of pops in, like opens the door a little bit.
Looks like the Inquisitors are after him because he is a Jedi, and that's illegal.
Oh my goodness, we got the Vader breathing at
we
the
did,
end of the
yeah,
trailer.
at the very end.
Oh,
yeah, we got a lot of like. It was mainly just shots of the settings that we're gonna see, and then the villains, and then not a lot of Obi-Wan, which I like, because we already know Obi-Wan. but we don't know like what the rest of the show is.
I could never have enough Obi-Wan.
Oh no, yeah, I just mean for the trailer. Like I liked seeing the villains, but you can always use more Obi-Wan.
Exactly. I am very excited. Ewan McGregor reprising his role.
Yes, Joel Edgerton reprising his role.
Yes. We got Hayden Christensen coming back. We got I believe this might have been a rumor. I know Mary Elizabeth Winstead was like rumored to be like attached to this somehow. I don't know how that...
was it this project? I thought it was like
I'm not sure.
Deborah Chow is directing this, who directed one of the best episodes of Mandalorian.
Do you know if which episode?
It was the one where he has to kind of escape that city on Tatooine after he like brings Baby Yoda to the guy, but then he's like, "Oh, never mind."
Oh, okay.
And then the Mandalorians save him in season 1.
Gotcha. Do you know if Dave Filoni's working on this?
Oh,
there's
definitely.
no way he is.
Yeah, he is definitely.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I am so genuinely hyped. I think this is going to be like so many easy nostalgia points. Imagine if they bring Maul into this somehow. Like, they're not going to directly, and I understand that. They're going to pull a Clone Wars where they can never have Anakin and Grievous meet. But, like, with Maul specifically, like, gosh, you need to watch Rebels, bro. I'm not going to say nothing. But
I mean, who knows? I might try to watch this or watch Rebels and Clone Wars before this show comes out.
You have May 25th?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Longer than you have for Fantastic Beasts.
I forgot about that, genuinely. Oh, God.
If you watch, like, a movie a week, you should be good.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, put in 2 movies a week.
Just speed up the process.
There's also, like, a lot of cast members not in this trailer. Like, Kumail Nanjiani, Benny Safdie, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's son.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this show. It comes out, May 26th? May 25th.
Just said it, Anthony. We just said it. I'm going to rewind. No, I'm not. That's too much work. But anyways, that is Obi-Wan Kenobi,
yes.
Disney Plus. If you haven't already forfeited all of your money and your soul to Disney, now is the time to do it.
Yeah. Or you can just spend $8.
Yeah.
And get it for a month.
$8, I guess, yeah. It's pretty good.
It used to be $7. That kind of sucks.
That's life. It's especially right now with those gas prices.
Oh no, we're not going.
Oh my goodness, let's talk about politics.
This is not a politics show.
I do have one more thing I want to talk about before we get to the Batman.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about the contrast between Luke and in the trailer. Mm-hmm. And Luke in The Last Jedi, where they absolutely decimate his character, his writing. Suddenly, he sees so much good in Vader, and then, oops, Kylo had a bad dream. That's the him hitting his nephew.
It was a moment of weakness.
Shut up. I'm gonna be starting my own podcast here. We're going to be just talking about The Last Jedi every single episode.
Single week. Okay, like every episode is just one single frame. Like, let me tell you why this frame is bad.
Exactly. I would love that so much. That'd be awesome. I make like a 3-hour video essay, and I'm like, I zoom in on like the. Never mind.
The Batman, released March 4th, 2022, directed by Matt Reeves, starring Robert Pattinson.
Oh yeah,
Zoe
I'm
Kravitz.
Yes.
Colin Farrell. Paul Dano.
Yeah.
A lot of big names.
Yes.
And another character who, I guess since we're not doing full spoilers, we won't talk about right now.
Yes, we'll wait.
But how did you feel about this movie?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is, for context about me, I've not sat down and watched any of the other Batman films. Not Lego I played Lego Batman. I've not watched the movie. Isn't there a second Lego Batman?
There's 3.
You're kidding. Or not the games. The movie. Movie. No. Yeah, no, I know there's 3.
No, there's only 1.
Okay, there's 2 Lego movies.
Yeah. And then Lego Ninjago.
Yeah, Lego Ninjago is just kind of like
There's like
show territory. We'll
there's
just
also
keep
like
that over
made
there.
for DVD Lego Batman,
Okay.
but it's not like
Right.
Lego Batman.
But anyways, I've not seen any of the movies. I've most of my knowledge comes from the Lego games, probably, and just kind of like general pop culture of people, who doesn't know Batman.
You apparently.
What do you mean? I know all of the villains. There's Joker.
Condiment Man. Do you know him? Or King?
You say Condiment Man?
Yeah,
Like ketchup and mustard?
like ketchup and mustard.
See, it might be controversial, but I think Marvel, well, you know what, that's not even fair. Marvel probably has just as stupid villains. But anyways, I've not watched anything, and I really, really enjoyed this one. I had expectations for it to be dark, gritty, like super duper. It's like,
Yeah, I was worried I set you up with my glowing review.
yeah. And I would argue that it lived up to it. I will agree. If you listen to our last episode, we talked about how it was a slow burn.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is. And there was
But
also.
I think it's to a positive.
I agree. Compare this to like another puzzle-solving movie like we just did Uncharted.
Yeah.
I think this one was a lot more enjoyable to like get the little like reveals, as petty as they may were, which we'll talk about later. I just enjoyed it more. I think this is how Batman should be.
Yes.
I like that. At first, I remember last episode you talked about how like Gotham is like really Gotham in this one.
Yeah.
And when you start the movie, it's like, this is New York. That's Times Square. That's Madison Square Garden. What do you want from me? But after a while, you do get enough like burning oil cans in streets and like just
it feels
dark
really
gray.
lived in. And I will say, they take a lot of inspiration from the Arkham games. Because, like where you say at the beginning, and it's like Times Square.
Right.
That location is in Arkham Knight.
Cool.
Like, you can drive around there and blow everything up with the Batmobile.
Sick.
Speaking of the Batmobile.
Woo. That is a Hot Wheel I gotta have.
To give you one of my facts,
Ooh.
Matt Reeves wanted the Batmobile to not only be a character, which it was, but like, well, I mean, like when it comes up, like it kind of has its own identity, you know?
Okay, yeah.
But he wanted it to be like a horror movie character.
Yeah.
And it definitely was when it came in and you just see it rev up.
Yeah,
It's like,
that I will
oh
say
my
that
God.
scene took a while. Like that was like that alone, just like on the car, and you get the like blue little like
I don't know. I liked how
flames
I was like,
spitting
here
out.
we go.
It did look very, very cool.
It did, yeah.
Yeah. The characters were all like really good across the board. I don't think anyone was overused or underused. I think it really did feel like just like a kind of detective investigation movie where you're bouncing around. Like you quickly establish all these different characters and elements, and then almost like Phoenix Wright style, you like progress, you find a new person, they're like, oh, this person didn't tell you anything, you should go talk to them, and you go back to a new person and you unlock more of the story. I think there was a lot of that. I liked the Riddler just as a villain was really, really good.
I do want to say, I think the only person who was kind of underused was Alfred.
I agree.
Because there just wasn't a lot of him in it. And I get it, just because he wasn't central to the story.
Yeah.
But he is, like, Bruce's anchor to reality.
Fair enough.
And you'd see that in this movie, but I did kind of want more. But I feel like it's just set up for future movies, which is why I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yes. I'm very, very excited to see where this universe will go.
Yeah.
I think they have created an incredible foundation.
Yes.
A
lot of people are very upset at the interpretation of Bruce Wayne in this.
I disagree completely.
Yes, because, like, for context, people are upset because usually in, like, a lot of source material and in the movies, and games and everything,
you might want to.
There is a, like, very sharp dichotomy between Bruce Wayne and Batman, whereas Bruce Wayne is this kind of billionaire playboy who is, like, acts kind of dumb, but, like, helps the city a lot, and he's like very active in the city just to get people off the trail of like, oh, he's not Batman. Whereas in this, he's kind of the same on and off, the mask, cowl. But that's because he's still learning how to be Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Bruce Wayne does not exist yet in this movie.
Mm-hmm. I would say there's one Batman like comic like panel that I've seen where I'm gonna butcher this, or I'm just gonna like this is not verbatim, but it's just from what I remember, and it's I'm trying to find the best way to set this up. I feel like the identity of Bruce Wayne and Batman and how they overlap is incredibly important in this movie, especially because like you can see it throughout the film that Bruce Wayne does not care about that side of his family as much as he envisions himself as Batman. And
I would even argue he's not Bruce Wayne, he's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And Bruce Wayne is an identity he creates.
To build on that, there's the comic panel I was referencing. It's Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman, and she ties like the lasso of truth or something around Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
And herself, and she's like, okay, what are our real identities? And Superman says Clark Kent. Wonder Woman says whatever Wonder Woman's name is.
Diana Prince.
Yes, thank you. And then Batman says Batman, which is just like goes to convince the like reader that he sees himself as Batman before he sees himself as Bruce Wayne as like a normal person.
Yeah.
Which I would say is like how he feels in this movie to a certain extent.
Oh yeah, like he is so obsessed with being Batman.
Yes.
And it shows. I think it's a good kind of like character study of a man just obsessed with something that it just becomes him.
Yes.
To where like he has to like rediscover who he like really is.
And like this is 2 years into him being the Batman. Yeah. And I'd argue that this is like a really good origin story for Batman in general.
I love how we don't even get the origin story.
Right.
Because we don't need it. Everyone knows the story of his parents being killed, and that's what inspires him being so scared of bats, falling down a well.
Yeah.
Like,
but they use those fragments as storytelling pieces for the main plot.
Yeah.
Which is really, really interesting.
It's like the new Spider-Man movies.
That's what I was going to compare it to. Is like it's spinning an origin film into not like, oh, his Uncle Ben died and you got to watch this again and watch him go through high school and learn he has no abilities. It's more directed at like a here's a trilogy in which Spider-Man makes mistakes. He's already Spider-Man. He makes his mistakes. People die.
But then he truly becomes Spider-Man.
Exactly.
And in this, he's Batman, but he's still learning the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess since we're not in full spoilers yet, he goes through this very important arc, especially like you see at the end of the movie, that like recontextualizes his understanding of what he needs to be for the city.
Right.
And I really liked that.
I agree. I think we're at a comfortable enough position to begin spoilers.
Yeah. What would you rate this first?
I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd.
Okay.
I don't know if this corresponds to it, but I would give it like around probably a 94.
Yeah.
93, 94.
That's like right where I am.
It's extremely solid.
I think I give it like a 9.5, so we are right there.
Right. I think
out of 10.
This is I'd say the worst part about this movie is that it is 3 hours long, and that is extremely intimidating for some people.
But like, I can't think of a scene to be cut out.
I can think of one, and it's the scene you mentioned last time.
I don't know which scene.
Well, you know, like
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one, maybe not removed, significantly changed.
Okay,
but we'll talk about that in here about 30 seconds. You want to start spoilers?
How about let's do this real fast for anyone who wants the full show still.
Right.
What's the Rotten Tomatoes score?
Oh, true. Okay, not 30 seconds. Hold up. Rotten Tomatoes? Yeah, it's going to be high. Not too high. 91%.
Okay. And the audience?
93.
Okay.
Just going to shoot high for both.
So, for the critics...
They're going to hate it. 40%.
It's 2%. No.
Oh, my goodness.
You said 91.
Yes.
It is 86%.
Okay.
It debuted to, I think, 95. But then it just keeps going down. Because a lot of people think it's too dark.
sucks.
I mean,
that's a personal
you
problem.
gotta meet the movie where it is.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
real.
Anyway.
Okay.
Audience score, you said 93? 89.
Okay. I just had to lower my expectations a little bit.
The critics' consensus is a grim, gritty, and gripping super noir. The Batman ranks among the Dark Knight's bleakest and most thrillingly ambitious live-action outings.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess with that, we're going to go into full spoilers.
Yes. So spoilers starting in 5, 4, 3, 2,
2,
1.
Okay.
Yes. Here we are.
First thing we should talk about is
the kiss.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Let's just knock that out real quick. There is a very uncomfortable scene in like the middle of the movie where
it's
Matt
literally
Reeves
like 5 hours after Catwoman finds out her partner is dead.
Yeah.
Her romantic girlfriend is dead. And like they tell you they are in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And she is so sad. And then 5 hours later, kiss me, Batman.
Yeah. I feel like Matt Reeves remembered halfway through writing the movie that like their love interests in a lot of the like original media are they? I feel
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, well, I'll just like force a kiss in here."
I know. Like at the end, I felt it. I was like, okay. But then at that point though, she just found out her girlfriend is dead.
Yeah. It's rough. It's like I don't know. I don't think this Batman needed a girlfriend right now.
No.
I think he has some bigger fish to fry.
I mean, she does leave at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So I guess he still doesn't.
I don't think that's the end of like her though. Especially in later films, she'll do one of those things where like she just appears behind him while he's like searching through a bag. But I don't know. I feel like her character was good except for like
character.
The weird tension between her and Batman. Like I'm okay with the tension. Because like that I feel is what I associate more. Thinking of like Black Cat and Spider-Man, it's like she's teasing him, but not like it's trying to like confuse Peter, and more of a distraction, less than just straight on like I'm in love with you. Yeah, it's a weird balance for her in this movie.
I mean, I really like the tension that Batman and Catwoman have. Not only the romantic tension, but also the can we trust each other tension. Yeah. And you get a lot of that in this movie. And it really made me love Catwoman as a character a lot more than maybe like other iterations have.
I will note.
Oh, you can go.
No, I have a different subject.
I was just going to say a quick fact.
Okay.
So when they were like about to film, Zoe Kravitz and Robert Pattinson went to like old iterations of their characters, Christian Bale and Michelle Pfeiffer, who have played Batman and Catwoman, and they said any like advice, and they both individually gave the new actors the same piece of advice: make sure you can go to the bathroom in your suit.
Oh yeah,
I just thought that was
that's
kind
a
of
classic. I wanted to talk about the gadgets in this one.
Yeah.
I feel like at a certain point with Batman, you have so much media of him now, and so much media of everybody. It's so hard to like make convincing new gadgets, but like make them fluent with the. Because I also want to know in this film there are no like super powered people, besides like comical physics.
Oh yeah, there's some like, weird stuff like Batman gets blown up,
like that, and
when
like
after he's like escapes the police building and he just hits the ground after gliding.
There's a lot of like lenience in terms of that, especially with the grappling hook, where it's like that's not gonna happen in like real life, especially with how much gear he has on him.
I do still love how grounded.
Yeah,
it all was.
I agree. I really liked whenever he jumps on the electric wire and he cuts it with his like a batarang. Is that like what it like
batarang on his chest?
Exactly, and he clicks it back on. So you're like,
okay, I really like that.
That was awesome.
Because I'm like, how else is he gonna carry all these batarangs?
Right. That was extremely cool. The biggest one being the little eye contact lens cameras. I thought it was like whenever they first show him like taking them off, I was like, he has a video game HUD. That's what I thought it was gonna be. So it's like you get an Iron Man POV of like everything like popping up, but it was just a camera.
I do love the idea that he has to record this and like keep a journal or to just maintain his sanity.
Yeah.
So he can like remember, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. Like this is what I did.
I agree.
Because he's losing himself too.
Yes.
Which I love. Carmine Falcone.
Yeah.
Is in this movie. I liked him. I felt like he was the most basic villain.
Is he like a traditional villain in the? Because I don't recognize.
Yeah, he is in the comics. He is in other Batman movies.
Is he in Lego Batman?
He might be. I mean, all the villains are in Lego Batman. So
because I've never heard of him, and I didn't realize that like that was a
he's
straight
just
up
this,
villain,
like crime lord.
Let's see,
in
Lego
Gotham.
Batman.
Yeah, for me, I really liked him. John Turturro does a very good job, but I guess like he just felt a little basic for me because the Penguin, like Carmine, he was also a mobster, but I felt like Colin Farrell like gave his own twist on it and like made it his own, but I felt like John Turturro just played it like a regular mobster that you see in a lot of mobster movies.
I agree.
So that made it like, it didn't make it anything special, but it still made him this threatening figure.
Yeah, there's definitely a lack of variety in terms of the villains in this because it's like just kind of corruption in general. You have like,
well, I was fine with that because that is a big theme in Batman.
Yeah, well, you have like the two significant players besides Batman is the corruption of the city and the officials, and then the Riddler himself. And I feel like those are like, and I guess Carmine. I looked it up. The Batman movie has the car that Two-Face drives.
Lego Batman?
The Lego Batman movie. Yes, thank you. Did I leave out Lego?
Yeah, you just said
the Batman movie. Yeah.
Which one?
Lego Batman. The car Two-Face drives has like Falcone's legit construction company on the side. So that's the most he's been in it. Yeah. So I did not know that.
But yeah, there is a lot of corruption.
Yeah.
In Batman, that's just what it is. Like even Two-Face, he's a politician.
Yeah.
So I was fine with that.
If I do have. Do you have anything you want to talk about? Or I have some.
I have a few things.
Okay.
I really like how with Riddler, they made it very realistic, and they made him. It was kind of silly in execution, but kind of like an influencer.
Yeah. No, I agree.
He's like, when they show the billboard and they show him Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
For a moment I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Why did you do this? But then they turn it around and they show how he's inspired all of these people to like do this horrible act and like go out and like cause like mass chaos and destruction. And I just thought, oh my god, like that is terrifying how real this Riddler can be.
Yeah.
And I also just love how it was part of like Batman's arc of him at the beginning. His name is like Vengeance.
Yes.
Like he calls himself Vengeance, and other people call him Batman. But he thinks that that's what he needs to be, Vengeance. But then when he talks to the Riddler at prison, and then the guy at the end says, "Oh, I'm Vengeance," and then he like that look in his eyes too. The acting with Robert Pattinson, by the way, is just amazing. It's really good. Acts so much with his eyes. But just seeing, what have I done? I've inspired these like horrific acts, these criminals to rise up. I've given them like meaning. Yeah. And I need to be more than that. I need to give people hope. I loved that.
I agree. It was a good step for the story of Batman where he doesn't start as this like heroic like crime fighting symbol of justice. He's a vigilante, like in its purest form in the beginning. I wish we got more kind of digging into the past relationship of him and the commissioner. Is it the commissioner? Is it Gordon?
He's a lieutenant right now. He's going to be commissioner.
Okay.
Oh yeah, say what you will about Riddler, but he really paves the way for Gordon to become
commissioner. He does like he's not corrupt. I really liked that interaction where he's like,
one of the things that I texted Austin a few days after our review, and I said, I completely forgot to talk about something, but I'm glad I didn't.
Oh, okay.
And that was the relationship with Gordon and Batman.
Yeah.
Because they have a really good back and forth. It's where, like, some of the humor comes from.
Yeah.
And, like, you do kind of need this humor in this really dark and long movie.
Yes.
Like, Thumb Drive.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
But, their relationship is just so good. And I love how they're both like, you're the only person I can trust. Even though Batman has Alfred. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But
he's just saying that. Yeah. I like the dynamic between them a lot. I liked how they both, like, whenever the light came on, they were like, I thought you did it. I thought you did it. And then they rush up there. What,
like, you can just tell they're friends. Like, they like each other.
Something I'm thinking about now, why did Catwoman do that? Or why did she, like, light the light and when she found the guy or whatever? Why, if she wanted him dead, like, alone, did she want Batman to, like, work with her to do it? Or like,
yeah, she wanted Batman to work with her.
Okay. And that was, like, that felt weird to me that she would, like, do it at the bat signal.
Because she was like, come on, let's do this together.
Right.
And he was like, no.
Yeah.
And then that's when she, like, pushed the guy off and said, fine, I'll just do it myself.
I also want to talk about, I with PG-13, the saw traps could have been so much more. I'm like, the whole hamster thing.
Oh,
they,
that
like,
was
with
so
the eyes
scary.
and the tubes and everything. I thought we were going to see, like, I thought at least we were going to see hamsters go up to his eyes and then cut.
Yeah.
We didn't get that. Rats. Sorry.
They also said they injected him with rat poison.
Yeah, that's like, oh my goodness.
But almost like, not even seeing it makes it more terrifying because now you have to imagine it.
Right. I felt like that was a really good element of the film. One of the biggest things for me is like the way it ends is not like a happy ending. Not necessarily. Like, it's good for Batman's arc, and it's good for, like, you got hope rising up some people in the city, like the mayor and all that. But otherwise, the city's like straight up flooded.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's like in a really bad condition. You had all the floodgates blown up, and so just that alone.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed at first when you see like where there's big plan of, oh, I put bombs around the city, but then it's like, oh no, it's to flood the city,
right?
Get them all in that city center, and get his followers to go there and start shooting. I'm like, oh, okay, that's smarter. Because there's so many superhero movies just like, I place bombs around the city,
right?
Now you gotta stop.
It's like Taskmaster in the Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
I feel like if this was a Marvel movie, they would not have, like, in my Marvel way of thinking is like, how are they going to stop the flooding? Yeah. Like, what's going to magically come in and prevent the flooding or something?
Nothing.
That would be in the Marvel movies where it's like
Aquaman.
Right. Yeah. It'd be something silly, like another character coming up or some like Stark prevention device pops up from the ground. I don't care.
Yeah.
In this, it just happens.
Yeah.
Like,
I
people
feel like
are dead.
The best comparison is like Sokovia in Avengers 2. Like, oh, how do we stop this? And they stop it.
Yeah.
And Batman, no.
Yeah.
You're not stopping the city flooding.
Right. I just think that was a like really good take where a superhero movie doesn't have to end with a super happy ending.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Mr. Riddler and his cellmate?
Oh, this was another part I did not like because so the person playing his cellmate, the Joker, it's been confirmed it's the Joker, is played by Barry Keoghan. It's the person who plays Druid or Druid from Eternals.
Yeah, cool. I remember hearing about that.
I did not like that because every Batman iteration we get Joker, and I understand that's his arch nemesis. Like, of course, you need the Joker. Yeah. Like when
he's already in prison. If anything, we'll get flashbacks to build up to it.
There are some more facts for you.
Okay.
They filmed scenes with the Joker and Batman. He was supposed to be in it like a lot sooner. It was supposed to be kind of like Silence of the Lambs, where Batman is like, this is a serial killer. I need to get into the mind of a serial killer.
Oh, and he goes to
goes to Arkham and he goes to Joker. And then the funny thing is, like Joker says, looks like it's about to be our 1 year anniversary. Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought that sounded interesting, but they cut it
Yeah.
out because they said they achieved that in another scene, so it just felt like repeating it.
Okay.
Matt Reeves also said, this doesn't mean they are going to use Joker in a future movie. It's just like telling you he's here.
Yeah. I
And,
feel
like-
like that's probably to
like
address the
trouble is
diehard
brewing.
fans. And it's like, listen, this isn't Jokerless. It's like he exists.
Yeah.
He can be used, but we're not going to promise you that he will
There
be.
is going to be, last week I said there's going to be a Penguin show.
Yeah.
Which I'm so excited because with Falcone dead, it's going to be Penguin rising through the ranks.
Right.
I also said there's going to be a GCPD show. That show has been scrapped.
Oh.
Because instead, it's going to be a show about Arkham.
Okay.
And Matt Reeves said it's going to be a sort of like horror show.
Okay.
Like centering on like,
I'm down.
I guess the inmates.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Joker could.
That'd be
appear in
awesome.
That. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Thoughts on the Joker life?
It was alright. Yeah, it was a laugh.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I felt it was weird that they didn't completely confirm in the movie that it was Joker somehow. The most you get, he says the word, like, everybody thinks of us as clowns,
Yeah.
and then the laugh.
Well, you also get like the green hair and the smile.
I couldn't tell it was green at all.
Okay.
That just looked like a dude with no makeup for
I
me.
was worried about that because when I saw it, I saw it in IMAX,
Yeah.
and so
Ooh, look at this guy. He's
okay.
on IMAX. Look at me. I paid
Oh.
$25 extra for a ticket I could have got
Yeah.
for free. You know how much I paid for my ticket? Absolutely nothing. You know how many people were
did
in my
you not
row?
pay for it online?
No.
No. Okay.
I showed up and I got the top row to myself.
Nice. Okay.
So, word. But yeah.
Yeah, the color was there. I could actually see, so that was a plus. I was really worried because the theater we usually go to.
So it was like green hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the theater we usually go to, we will not name names.
Yes.
Because who knows, defamation.
Yeah, we don't want to get doxxed at NorseCodeRadio.com with our full names.
That'd
That'd be terrible.
Those screens are so dark.
Yeah, I was in Auditorium 9.
Bulbs.
I was in 9 as
You were
well.
in 9?
Yeah.
That's the best theater.
Well, it is, but it's dark. They're
is, yeah.
from may or may not working at that theater recently. I know the bulb sucks in that one.
Yeah, they don't
and
care
it's not
about the
been
bulbs. Anyway.
Yes. It was dark. I could not see.
Yeah.
I did like that
I was
scene.
worried
It was a
about
cool interaction. I liked the riddle.
I did not like the scene.
You didn't?
No.
I liked the Joker gave him a riddle. And
It
he
was
was
just
I
like-
liked how giddy he got when he was
Yeah.
like, riddle? And he was like thinking about it. I thought
It just
that was
felt
fun.
tacked on.
Mhm.
And like Matt Reeves said that, like I put this in because I want to tell to the audience, yeah, like it's a happy ending, but trouble is still brewing.
Yeah.
But you also get that when there's the voiceover and then you see the Penguin
Yeah.
just standing there. So like you get that like, oh, there's still trouble in Gotham.
Right.
But yeah, it was just one scene though.
Yeah.
So it didn't really impact a lot of it, but I
Uh.
still didn't really like it.
Yeah. If anything, I'd also, to note on how long this is, I would not recommend watching it late at night. I watched it dead in the morning, and it went until I got out 2:30. So,
Yeah, it's a
um,
3-hour movie.
yes, account for previews. Bring...
I also did not have any previews when I watched it.
Wow, look at that. He paid $25 and he doesn't even get to see cool trailers before his movie.
But I was actually able to see the movie. I had good sound.
I can see the movie, and you know how many people were sitting next to me?
None.
Exactly. You know my chance of contracting any specific pandemic disease a lot lower than yours. Anyways, yeah, I think that was enough. I think I spent my money well. Oh wait,
You probably did, yeah.
I didn't spend any
I
money.
probably shouldn't have spent that much money.
No, but you got
But-
to see it a week before, and we
were
got to
able
do
a last-minute
Medea's.
review.
Yes, we.
Anyway.
Anyways,
We haven't really talked about Robert Pattinson as Batman.
Yeah, I
was
don't
really
have a
good.
comparison. This is
Yeah,
like
that's
right
true.
now the Batman I know.
For me, this is the definitive Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get the detectiveness, you get the like brute strength,
Yeah.
you get the agility, you get it all here. You get the gadgets.
You in this movie, every movie I've seen over the past how long we've been doing this show has been like accumulating the fact that I just need subtitles. I can't hear anything. Like,
There's a scene when like Riddler's kind of introduction to
Mhm.
Gotham, and there's subtitles, and they cut away, and the subtitles are gone. And then I'm like, wait, what's he saying?
Exactly. It's so like I don't even know how to like the all the mobsters names all jumbled so terribly for me.
Like
I didn't know
Kenzie Coulson,
all of
Mitchell,
them. Like every time they introduced a
Falcone.
new name of an official or a name like anybody.
I was able to keep track.
Falcone, I didn't know who he was until we got to like near the end and like somebody said Falcone to the person in the scene. I didn't know who that was.
Oh really?
I had no idea. I wasn't able to track any of the names besides Bruce Wayne.
Gordon?
I knew him as the cop guy with the mustache. Earlier in the episode, I even asked what his name was.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I guess that's what happins when this is your first Batman movie.
That's probably also what happens when I'm deaf and can't hear anything.
In a loud theater.
I'm tempted. We have a certain theater has those. They have glasses that have the subtitles. Someday I'm gonna ask for those.
They're cool.
They're really awesome.
We use them at what was it, Rambo?
Like when we tested them, or
yeah.
I think it was Rambo.
It was Rambo. Yeah, because I remember you brought me in. And it was like, hey, look at this.
Was that Rambo?
Yeah, unless it was someone else who showed me.
No, I don't even remember showing Rambo.
Yeah.
What?
It was in 2019, so it was a
Okay.
while ago.
Yeah. Never mind. Well, I think you're right. That's
Yeah.
I've used them a few times just for like to test them to make sure I know how
They're
to.
cool.
They really are.
You won't have to use them next week though.
True. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's just sad. Next week we are reviewing Turning Red.
Yes.
The Disney Plus exclusive.
That is so dumb.
It really is.
I just gotta say that right now. It should be going to theaters.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's not.
Yeah, I don't even understand why. I genuinely don't.
It's because when they did it, there was like COVID surges.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like the Batman just opened to like $130 million.
True. Yeah.
You don't got to worry about like money. Anyway, we are also. I don't know. We haven't really talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it a little bit last week. The Adam Project comes out next week too. So
yeah,
we
true.
Might be doing
I do want to do that. I think that'd be cool.
Okay. Yeah, so next week we are doing a double review.
Yeah. Do you want to
Turning
do
Red
two
and the Adam
researchers, or
Project.
do you want me to research both?
We can do two researchers.
Okay. And then also,
Flip a coin.
okay. Well, we'll flip. I don't. We'll figure
I
that
can
out
do
later.
Turning Red. You can do the Adam Project.
I guess.
Do you want to do Turning Red?
A little bit.
Dang it, I wanted to.
It was already in the schedule. What do you mean? You're trying to change it? You're trying to like worm your way into it?
Okay. I will be researching the Adam Project.
Or I can do both since I'm stealing Turning Red from what was originally mine. You know, I can do both if you want, since I didn't do anything for part 1 of Batman, since we didn't do Medea's.
Okay, whatever.
We'll talk about it more later. Maybe when we're not on the air.
Yeah. Do you have any more thoughts? This is like an unhinged episode.
Yeah, because we're just kind of like we talked about last week. We're just kind of. I'm trying to remember more of the gadgets because I remember there was one that I was really enamored by, and I can't.
I loved at the end when he's fighting all those like Riddler copycats, and he puts the explosive on the fire extinguisher.
Oh yeah,
because that's something that just straight out the game.
Yeah,
you just throw down smoke pellet and you can take them all down.
Cool. That whole sequence was really cool.
I loved his entrance.
True.
Yeah, when he just came through.
This movie looks beautiful. It had some really good cinematography.
The
Jinx.
Score from Michael Giacchino.
Yeah. Well, I will say the score got really repetitive.
It is, but like
there was a lot of the action. There was a lot of action scenes that were just like bah, 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 bah. And it's like, instead of like fast music that I felt was misplaced. Like most of the end sequence was just the Batman theme over and over again.
I liked it.
I feel like it was misplaced. I feel like we get so much of that motif that it like we can move that, like you can put bah, 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 as many times as you want, but at a certain point it's like you need different ideas.
I feel like there is, like when like Catwoman is breaking into the mayor's place again, and there's that little score there.
Sing it, Anthony.
I don't remember it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I also, what was I gonna say? What were you?
Cinematography. I was talking about the one scene that I really really liked specifically was when he's in the water with the flare. And he's leading all the people behind him.
That's like his transition into becoming more of like who Batman is.
Yeah.
And I loved that so much.
I agree. I wonder if this little thing. Not really. I'm okay. I play with that. Like, there's a little thing.
For listeners, Austin's playing with his chair.
There's like a little thing that pops off on the part that makes you go up and down.
Oh.
And it's like, look, I'm playing with this. See?
It's just okay. It's just
it just pops on and off, and
fine.
it's like, anyways, what an episode! This is a good part 2. This is a good sequel.
Yeah. Hopefully, people are having a good time listening to us talk about chairs.
True. And welcome to the chairman. The chairman. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
There was something I was going to say, but I do not remember.
What was it?
I don't
remember.
I think it had to do with the end scene.
Did you like the riddles?
I did, yeah. Did you?
Yes, I did. Were
you able to figure them out?
Yeah, instantly, all of them. Justice.
It can be poetic and blind.
Nice try.
What is it?
What is it?
It's poetic and blind. That's all it is.
And it's like when you fail to serve it, something happens.
I keep thinking. I
forget
forget where it's
violent.
from. It's like fear from it. Run from it.
Destiny arrives all the same.
What is it?
Yeah. Or should I say, I am, or whatever he says whenever he's here. Turns the legs to jelly. Well, that's our Marvel discussion.
Who's your favorite villain?
Favorite villain?
Yeah.
Riddler, I guess. What I mean,
I love the Penguin though.
He was okay.
Really?
He was like
so good.
He was good, but he's not the villain right now. He's just kind of like this mobster who's like, I didn't know about that thing.
I don't know. I loved him.
I want Danny DeVito back. Say. What were we gonna say?
So part of the score, I loved how there were kind of quick cuts of like a horror movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like when Batman jumps out of the fire extinguisher smoke.
Yeah.
And you just get the quick like pang.
I know what you're talking about.
And like even when Penguin thinks he escaped Batman in the Batmobile.
Oh yeah.
And then he just jumps out.
Right.
And it is like, oh my god, he is a horror movie villain right now.
Yeah.
He is so terrifying. Just walking towards Penguin.
I do really like it. I think the score was good. I just think that they used that motif too much. They relied on it.
Yeah, and we can all be wrong sometimes.
Wow. Holy crap, Anthony. Let's end this. Let's wrap up this episode. How dare you? The audacity. Which is what we're currently using to record this episode.
Yeah. Shout out. Please sponsor us.
I don't know if they do that. If
Let's
they do,
find out.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. This is a very
accepting any sponsors.
Episode.
I am incredibly in need of money right now.
Yes. Any sponsors?
Coke,
we love you.
It could be a person.
We love you.
If you have a lot of money and you want us to say your name, we should start a Patreon for That's a Wrap.
We should, yeah.
That'd be fun.
We can do spoiler episodes as like exclusive.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, let's do
it. If you subscribe to our Patreon right now, $3 a month. We'll raise it later. You can access our Cursed Kingsman episode.
$15 a month.
Don't tell them that yet. But yeah, if you want to listen to our Kingsman episode, you can find that on our Patreon.
That is a good idea.
Pay $25 and not be able to understand a word we say, then that is not an option.
Actually,
because we don't have a Patreon.
Yeah. $50 a month.
50. How about? Hear me out.
Yeah.
Okay. $75 a year.
Okay.
But there's a reoccurring fee of $15 every month.
I think that works.
I think that works too.
There
Let's
we
call
go.
it. Never mind. I was gonna say the Theater Unlimited because that's what that is.
And you have to sign up for at least 2 years.
Yes, you have to. That's part of we're gonna shove it in the middle of one of those little privacy and agreement terms, and then you're gonna scroll to the bottom like the doofs we are, and then accept it. Okay, do we have anything else to talk about Batman? Because now we're just kind of riffing. I think that's all as well.
Go see it if you haven't. Hopefully you've seen it if you
avoid paying $25 for a single ticket if you can.
Yeah.
If you can get it for free, legally, that's pretty cool. I recommend any. Let's wrap this up. We're kind of losing our edge here.
Yeah, you can follow us at That's a Wrap NCR
on Instagram.
Yeah. Should we give our own Instagram handles?
No. You can if you want.
I mean, it's on the Instagram page.
Yeah, it should be on.
Go follow us, but just on Instagram. Like, not in real life.
If you want to, I guess.
Please don't follow us.
I don't use Instagram particularly. Besides, looking at these wonderful posts that we make every week to update on what we're going to be doing.
Subscribe. We're going to be the Riddler for a second.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Thanks for your comments.
Yeah, thank you everyone for the support that you've given me.
Wow, 500 followers.
Exactly. That was crazy to me. I didn't know if that was like. Once I realized it was like
us.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta shift.
No, we do not. We're not getting this podcast taken off.
We'll cut that point out.
We won't. Well,
that
was a good movie.
It was good, and I liked it.
I enjoyed Lego Batman and all the other Batman movies that I watched in preparation for this episode as well.
Oh, yeah, what was your favorite?
Yeah. So, join us next week. We will be doing Turning Red and The Adam Project, both of which you don't have to go to a movie theater to watch.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, true. We got Ryan Reynolds and then whoever's in Turning Red. A red panda. And so, yeah, I think it'll be a fun week.
Sandra Oh.
Hopefully...
She's good. Sandra Oh. She plays the mom, I'm pretty sure.
Sandra Oh. Okay.
That's gonna be one of the tags.
Hopefully next episode rather, we are a little more on the tracks.
We're not. Let's not beat around the bush. We're not.
Listen. This is we're at the time of recording. We're on spring break.
I think we just have spring break on the minds.
I think we do as well.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a Batman on the wall right there. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
It's like
on the wall that no one can see.
It's like what 20% of this episode was about. All right. Do you got anything else? Any fun facts? Any?
It made a lot of money.
Did it? Yeah.
$134 million.
What was its budget?
$200 million.
Okay.
Worldwide gross so far of $269 million.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You got?
I had other stuff.
We're grasping for straws.
This is directly from IMDb. Copy paste.
We're not even trying anymore. I'm sorry. I peaked really bad there.
We do try.
We do.
It was just about 10 minutes before I was like, I didn't do research.
We're all about professionality here. Tell me some IMDb fun trivia.
Robert Pattinson on his Batman. You can see this at IMDb. Bruce is obsessed with being Batman. He has no desire to be Bruce, and he wants to just throw it away. For him, being Batman is like strange kind of therapy. He thinks this is the way he can save himself, by living in this kind of zen state as Batman, where it's just pure instinct and no emotional baggage. Feels like he has a death wish going out of the night. I always get the impression that he wants to keep recreating the night when his parents died. In his mind, every single person he is fighting is the person who killed his parents. And I'm like, wow. Wow.
Stop! You're making me peek the mic so much, bro. No, I do agree. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
I don't even have the mental capacity to take that very nice synopsis of Batman's character seriously. I thought that was really
we need some
eloquent.
Sleep or something.
I think we need to wrap this up. Is what I think we need to do. Do you want to read more IMDb fun trivia facts that you can exclusively get here and not on IMDb?
Exclusively. No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
But until next time.
Yeah. Can we even publish this episode? Kingsman's probably better than this. Okay.
The King's Man.
we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Join us next week for Turning Red and the Adam Project.
We promise it'll be better.
We apologize for the whatever
this
was.
Tired from spring break, you know.
Just a little tired. There was this guy's birthday.
It was. Yeah. Happy birthday to me.
Subscribe to our Patreon for his birthday.
Yeah.
I'll get all the
Send
money.
me birthday gifts.
The new low.
You asked me for a PS5.
Yeah, that offer still stands. If anybody is wanting to get rid of their PS5, I'm willing to go like 200.
Send it to Austin.
Disc or discless, 200 is my offer.
You are offering. I thought you just wanted it for free.
Oh, free! If you want to give it to me for free, I'll take it.
No, that's a new low.
I'll go. Did I say 200? I meant 20.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
$20.
No, but why are we talking about this on our
until next time?
Until next time.
That's a wrap.